What's up everybody, and welcome back to the channel. My name's Jake for those that are new here, and behind me is my dad's 1974 Case 1070, and we have it all tore apart, and we have all the parts to go back together with this thing. And I'm going to take a little bit of time, start getting everything cleaned up, and hopefully start going back together with some of the clutches and things like that. As far as all the new parts that we do have. Got our box of parts right down here. We bought those a couple of weeks ago. There's a video on that. I'll link that about right now if you didn't see that. Kind of an interesting video of going up to Centralia to Elmer's Repair where we got everything. There is a few updates, and I plan on going over what as far as the updates are and whatnot. But majority of it here is going to be just getting things cleaned up, and then we'll be going back together with some of the clutches, like I said. So anyways, without further ado, I'm going to get started with the video here, and hope you enjoy, and see you in a few. Alright, I got my toolbox cleaned off here, and I got a couple of t-shirts turned inside out to alleviate as much junk as we can. I'm going to start with the C2 and C3 hub itself and go from there. I also have the service manual here, so I'll be referencing off of that. So we are going to start with what we tore apart first, with the hub and everything, and we'll go from there. I am going to be using a little bit of brake cleaner to get the residue off of the parts washer, so we can make sure that everything is clean as possible. And I also got some oil, and we'll be bathing things in oil, and then once I get done here this evening, I'll get everything covered up, and hopefully everything will stay nice and neat. So yeah, here we go. Alright, so first thing here is the C3 hub. Put it on a block of wood, because that's what the service manual recommends to build everything off of, because I don't know why, but they recommend it. I found a block and I'm using it. So first thing that they recommend is of course lubing everything up. So there's a Sinister disc that's supposed to go on first, and we'll use a little bit of oil and get everything lubed up as we go together here. There'll be several stacks of different clutch plates and whatnot, which if you've been into one of these, you know that before. Then it's another steel disc. Take a little bit of fresh oil, lube everything up here. Another sinistered. Another steel plate. Alright, here's the bell washers. It's saying one needs to be cupped down and one needs to be cupped up, but they'll both stack on top of each other, just like that. And we'll take another one. And it'll stack just like that. And then it's saying you have a alignment rod 3/8 by 7 inches long. You thread into one of the holes. I don't have one of those right now. Alright, this is a little longer, but it should suffice. Alright, next we're dealing with the drum itself. There's already a snap ring in it, so we're not going to deal with that. We're going to go ahead and replace the plugs, or buttons, however you want to call them. That one was easy. Alright, there's the 3 used buttons out. We'll put the new ones in. First dig them out. Alright, those are in. Alright, that's them 2 pieces together now. Alright. Now that the ring is on the outside, or the drum, however you want to call it, need another sinister disc, plate, right here. then there's one more steel plate. Just like that. And then it'll be the hub, which I have yet to build that up. So I think I will work on that for now at a different date. I'll be out tomorrow and we'll continue on this project. For now, I'm gonna get things covered up, go have some supper with family, and I'll pick this up tomorrow. All right, everybody, it is the next day here, and helped out my best friend Zach this morning early this afternoon of getting some corn in the ground. But I am back here in the shop and I'm going to continue working on this 1070 here and try to continue on going back together with the PowerShift. So I'm gonna work on the piston carrier for C2 and C3. I'm gonna get that rebuilt because that is the next thing that needs to go back into the drum that is underneath here, covered up. So anyways, without further ado, I'm gonna get going today. All right, here is the updated piston carrier. As you can tell, there is splines in this one, and this is the one that come out of this tractor, and it is completely smooth in here. This is the update, one of the updates for this tractor that we're going to do. We also have updated piston carrier pistons that are better. They have the O-ring instead of a wire, so we're using those as well. So get everything cleaned up here as best as I can. Get my hands cleaned off as best as I can, and we'll start on. And here's our rebuild seal kit that is currently in the way, or going to be in the way. I do not have enough workspace. So anyways, here's our updated pistons. They're supposed to have a O-ring behind here in the Teflon, which if I can get one of these old ones peeled out. And as you can tell, there's a O-ring down in there. It's a little black thing that you're seeing down in there. Hopefully that's coming across the camera. Of course. And then there's another Teflon in the center. 1, 2, and 3 are all going to be the same as far as pistons. C4 is going to be bigger, which will be later on in this whole process. All right. A little bit of brake clean. All right, once again, lots of oil. Teflon. And lots of oil. Careful not to crease them. Outside O-ring. Teflon. Ooh, this one can be a little tighter. All right, there's C3. A little bit of oil in here. There we go. Not really. Come on, baby. I get that you're tight. There we go. Now, there's C3. C2 is the same way. The only reason why I'm calling this side a C3 is because it's got divots for O-rings around for oil supply, which will be going down, which will have to have it all lined up as far as timing, which will be that hole over here. That's the way it's looking to me. Anyways, so it's the same process. I'm gonna put you at a time lapse because you don't need to see all of this in regular time. got the C2, C3 piston carrier all rebuilt here. That was kind of fun to do, but once got everything going, it slipped down in there very nicely, and I was hearing some air pressure through everything. So next thing that I need to do is put 4 O-rings on the backside here, and then slip everything down in here. All right, there's a couple of timing marks in this. There's a timing mark right here. It's very faint, and there's a timing mark on where this stud is that I put in here. So we'll go off of that. We'll have to turn everything as it sits right now. But first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put 4 O-rings into these here, which there should be 4 identical ones, which if I am seeing this right, should be that one, and that one. I'll just verify that. Yep. So, as usual, a little bit of oil. It's saying use Vaseline, but we ain't got no Vaseline out here. All right, those are in there. Now I'll grab a couple of bolts. And we'll get this piston carrier down in there. I will loop up this before I flip it over. Alright, we're ready to stick in there. Flip this over. There's my timing mark. There we go. That's the way she's supposed to be. Alright, there is the piston carrier in. Next thing we'll work on, the next thing I'll work on is the C2 hub and clutch plates. It's over on this table over here, so I will get those dug out and we'll clean those up and stick those in. Velvo washers go in next. They both stack on top of each other. Get everything lubricated up here. Just like that. And now C2. All right, here's C2. As usual, there is timing marks. So we'll go off of that. You idiot. I've been building off of C2, not C3. And all that for absolutely nothing. All right, I'm gonna clean up C3 here, and then we'll go from there. All right, everything's cleaned up, oiled back up now. We'll start over.
Just keep them. I'm getting that piece kind of straightened out, but don't have any. Ain't nothing wrong.
Well, we're gonna call it for quits for the evening, and we're gonna need a C3 clutch hub. We had the accident of it rolling off of our table here. We don't know if that put some different stresses on that or what, but we're trying to get everything tightened down over here at the workbench. Try to get torqued to what it's supposed to be, and started hearing popping. And so anyways, this is the end of the video. We got to get some more parts for this thing. So hopefully we'll have something more this next week, maybe. We'll see how the week goes. But anyways, this is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed the video. It's not much of a moving forward video, but it's something. So anyways, give video a thumbs up if you like this sort of content, and if you're new here, consider subscribing, and we'll catch y'all on the next one.